Yuri.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
Don't worry about it. I'm not even going to be pronouncing it myself. Thank you very much. Test, test. All righty.
Just give me 1 second here. I
Sure.
lost my glasses, so I can't.
Technical difficulties, but we're all good now. All right, Yuri.
All right.
Time starts now.
Hello, my name is Yuri, and I'm the co-founder of Nutroo AI. Nutroo AI makes following a special medical diet as simple as cake for millions of patients worldwide. Meet Allison. Allison is a friend of mine, and 2 years ago she was diagnosed with kidney stones. She was then put on a strict diet requiring her to eat food low in oxalates, high in calcium, and high in vitamin C. Unfortunately, that's all instructions that she received. She then tried to ask her doctor for more information about specific ingredients. However, after the third email, she realized they got so annoyed that she would have to do the rest of the research herself. And that is what she did. She spent months in order to develop this makeshift diet table that she consults every time she goes grocery shopping or goes out eating with her friends. Now, a completely different story is that of my grandfather. After suffering a stroke, he too was told to change his diet. However, he refused, saying that the few extra years on this earth are not worth it without his favorite food. Now, unfortunately, he did suffer a fatal stroke just a decade later. And now I would like you to think back to your own family and friends who were diagnosed and were forced to change their diet. Did they struggle through it like Allison, or did they say screw it like my grandfather? I believe that neither of these options are reasonable in the 21st century, and that is why we created Nutroo AI. It makes changing diets for medical patients easy and enjoyable. Our first feature is the ingredient scanner. The ingredient scanner makes grocery shopping simple again for people with the most intricate new diets. Just point the phone camera at the item or the food label and it will tell you whether it's healthy for you. Our second feature is the meal suggester. The meal suggester tells you which recipes you can make with the ingredients in your home that not only match your specialized medical diet, but that also fit your taste preferences, your food preferences, your physical goals, and even your cooking schedule. The meal suggester will also propose meals that are available for delivery or pickup in restaurants nearby, and then you can get it with the help of our partner delivery service. Our third feature, the meal planner, completely automates the process of deciding what to eat when you're on a special diet. Just press a single button and it will generate the perfect meal plan for you. You can then edit it to your liking, and after you finalize the meal selection, you will be able to export the full grocery list into a grocery delivery app. Finally, we offer 24/7 in-app consultation to our users, ensuring that no question they have about their healthy diet is left unanswered, regardless of how many questions they ask. As such, we are expecting to have 3 revenue streams, the first one being subscriptions coming directly from our customers, the second one being referrals from grocery and meal delivery services, and the third one being advertisements that we will sell to other businesses. The market we are targeting is not the oversaturated weight loss market, but a population of people that are overlooked and are struggling because they're following a special diet that is not related to weight loss. In US alone, this population consists of 23 million people. Of those, 14.5 million are aged 40 and younger and comprise our serviceable attainable market. And in 5 years, we're expecting to gain a 10% market share, making our total user base at around 1.5 million users. Given our $25 monthly subscription fee, this revenue flow alone is expected to generate for us $500 million by 2027. Now, our main competitor today is the services of a hired dietologist. However, while we outperform them already based on price, flexibility, and depth of suggestion, our main advantage is the fact that our primary target customer is not trusting of their services. Of people aged 50 and younger, only 54% believe that the dietologist is working in the patient's best interest, while 80% trust their primary physician with treatment advice. We outperformed the other allergy apps by offering many more medical conditions to choose from. We offer 24/7 in-app consultation, as well as meal suggestion and meal delivery services. Our team consists of 2 computer scientists and data scientists who build the app together with an advisory board of specialized dietitians and doctors. And recently we welcomed a food industry expert with over 15 years of experience onto our team to improve our ingredient scanner. We ask for investment, $300,000 to finish our minimum marketable product, and we also ask for connections to more physicians that will offer our services to their patients. Thank you. This has been Nutroo AI, and we hope you'll help us make dieting as easy for 7% of the world population as it is for the other 93%.
All right, judges.
All right, my friend, can you tell me about the customer discovery that you went on? Because this is a big problem. Everyone can get it immediately, which is great. What have you done to figure out what it's going to take for people to actually use it?
So we spoke to the doctors and we spoke to the people. And once we spoke to the people, you realize that they go through this really tough process of figuring out what they can eat and completely reimagining their diet.
When you say you talk to the people, awesome. I'm an investor. I love numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to 4 people. You talk to 40 people. You talk to 40
So
people.
we had more than 100 user interviews. And so this app has been in development for 2 years. So these do include interviews with people like college students, with young adults, with people who came just from the perspective of, I want to eat healthy, like this is what I want to do. So we searched for a long time until we found the patients.
Over 100 direct interviews with potential customers.
Yes.
And you created some kind of MVP prototype thing.
That was after the MVP. They all tested the MVP, and that's when we did the interviews.
Okay, this is important. Front load that next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Your turn.
I have like 40 questions. And I'll give you 2 on either side of the page. So tell me more about your ingredient scanner. And my background, my PhD is in spectroscopy, and I recognize how difficult it is to take images and do that. And so if you guys have done that, that's awesome, and we should talk further. And then my second question is, in terms of incentivizing specifically the physicians and nutritionists to adopt your model, how are you making that money?
Okay, so in terms of the ingredient scanner, that is why we invited the food scientists onto the team, and that is why we have the computer scientist background and the data scientist, and as well as why we're hiring more scientists into the team, because at the end of the day, it just boils down to how many people are using your app and taking pictures of the ingredients in front of them. That improves the algorithm, and we already had some improvement done to it because we had more than 2,000 downloads with 0 advertising costs. Now, does that answer it?
Well, so if I put like French fries in front of you, like is your app good enough to distinguish French fries from chocolate bar?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And we should talk more about that. And then second question is in terms of how do
So
physicians...
how are we going to encourage them? Well, basically today you come to a physician and he tells you, we advise that you eat this diet, and that's just about where the whole conversation ends. He gives you an advice. He tells you that this is necessary to prevent a future stroke, to prevent future kidney stones, but he's not empowered to do anything else. Now, we're offering to the physicians, tell them to download our app, tell them to use our app, and then we will offer you a referral bonus from the subscription. So physicians will receive a referral bonus for every month that their patient prolongs the subscription to the app.
So the population, you ran some numbers. Can you get back to that slide for just a second?
Yeah, no problem.
And this is a phone app as well as a PC app?
No, it's only a phone app at the moment.
So what, do you know what the age breakdown is for those people?
Yeah, so the people following specialized non-weight loss diet, that was the population 20 to 80, and that is why we boiled it down to younger than 40, and it's still 14.5 million people.
Last question, very good. So, full disclosure, my name is invested in a company called Lume, which is in the dieting space, so it's not a competitor, but disclosure made. Behavior change is the biggest dang problem One of their pitches to us, maybe going to tell me if they lie, is that no one will scan their food. They do it for a day and then they stop. Convince me that they're wrong.
When you do it for a diet, it's one thing. When you're doing it because you know that if you don't scan it and it has high oxalate content, it's going to give you kidney stones, it's a slightly different motivation.
Good answer. Thank you.
Oh, no.
You have to yell now.
Oh, last question. Liability. You're now giving medical advice.
So we're trying to say that we're not giving a medical advice. We're telling, so our database is simple enough. So the way it works, we have an ingredient database, we have a recipe database. The ingredient database is from the CDC, and it contains the 151 different macronutrients per every ingredient. If a patient has a certain diet, it simply means that he's allowed to have some macronutrients, not other ones. And so the algorithm is simple in the fact that we just say, okay, so, it's an if statement that works. And then in terms of liability, we're definitely going to get people on board that are going to help us figure this out because we realize how important of a question it is.